Hi everyone, and welcome to your weekly horoscope for Monday the 9th of March going through until Sunday the 15th of March. It's a pleasure to be with you today. Thank you for joining me. This is your weekly horoscope. It's for all signs of the zodiac. It's for everyone who watches, and it's based on UK time. What I do is I look at the relationships the planets form in the sky, how they interact with each other, and how we experience the energy down here on planet Earth. But I'm shuffling a deck of tarot cards. You may be wondering why. I'm very concerned about the coronavirus. I don't think I'm the only one. I feel on an emotional level, and this is just what my feeling is and my experience, is that I think it was a bad idea to isolate 16 million people in Italy and to quarantine them, because it's just spreading fear. And I want to just pull some cards, and I'm pulling them live and shuffling them live on here so you can see. So I'm not making this up. So I will understand what's coming up with the coronavirus as much as you will. But astrologically speaking, this isn't the big huge change. We're expecting a big huge change in 2021. So the missiles and the coronavirus right now, I think this is just foreshadowing of some major alteration, some bigger shift. So personally, my meditation and things have told me that, no, we're not even there yet. But let's see what the cards say, because the cards always speak the truth. So first card I'm picking, what is that? We've got the King of Cups. Don't react emotionally, overly emotionally to this situation. And it is a tragic situation. Of course, I'm not trying to trivialize this. People are suffering, people have died. But there's no use in becoming hysterical and taking actions which really are excessive. And the nights are always excessive. They either go too hard or they go too slow. And it's about finding some balance. Let's pull another card. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is a woman who is disciplined. She is strong physically. She's educated. She's wealthy and abundant. She's got a falcon or a hawk sitting on her wrist, and she has trained that hawk and that falcon into coming back, and she's got this hood on. You need some skill to do that, and she has skill. And the pentacles represent earth, and this is the Nine of Earth, Nine of Pentacles. So it's the second highest in the suit of Pentacles. The next highest is total financial and physical freedom and comfort and stability. So with a little work to contain this virus, we're going to be fine as a species. And I don't think that the media is being very helpful at all. I do not. They're just spreading fear and information that is excessive. I mean, yes, okay, we need to know things, but I think that when someone makes a bad decision, you report on it in a way that's not going to spread mass panic, instead of saying, hooray, we've got something to scare people with, this is going to sell loads of newspapers. I think that's not a nice way to go about business. So let's get to the horoscope, the weekly horoscope for Monday the 9th of March until Sunday the 15th of March 2020. On Monday the 9th of March we have a full moon in Virgo at 5:47 in the afternoon. So I'm making this video on a Sunday, the day before Monday the 9th, obviously, before the full moon in Virgo, but it's building up, and Mercury is getting ready to go direct. So Mercury, the communication planet, hooray, finally, communication and transportation is going to be back to normal. It's such good news, because now we can move and sign contracts and take a risk, and things are not misheard, and miscommunication isn't that easy, and we don't always have to figure out a different way to do things. Mercury also rules Virgo, and the full moon is in Virgo. I've made a separate video on the full moon on the 9th. So if you're interested in that, have a look at that video. I go into a lot more detail about what it does. But as far as I have experienced today with the build-up of the full moon, I am becoming very, very focused on myself instead of other people. So there's a tendency to isolate and to look within. And that's healthy sometimes, but if you overdo it, no. Sometimes you need to get out of your own head and help other people. So on Monday the 9th, the communication planet moves forward again, and communications are back to normal. The full moon in Virgo urges you to look at yourself. I said this before, but in the 12 steps, deal with your emotions before they deal with you. So you may have to do some inner work. Depends on where you are. If you know that you've got all these skeletons in the closet, eventually you're gonna have to deal with them. If you're someone who's totally footloose and fancy free, yeah, then you don't have to deal with your emotions, because your emotions are happy and joyous and fun. So it's only if you think there's some sort of negativity there that the full moon, use the power of the full moon to allow you to go into that world of your own emotions. You may be scared to go there by yourself and explore that, and you can be even freer than you are today. You can make yourself freer emotionally, spiritually, intellectually. Also, the expectations you have of yourself and how you censor yourself, that is something that you can look at and see whether you want to continue setting these goals for yourself, or the way you're saying things, you may consider now saying them differently, or it's back to normal with Mercury going direct. On Tuesday, the 10th of March, the moon moves into Libra at 10:04 in the morning, so 4 minutes past 10 in the morning. The Libra moon opposes Chiron in Aries, so the moon in Libra is that sense of balance and being able to compromise and make peace with other people. Chiron is the wounded healer, so there's no woundedness there. It's on the other side of the chart. It quincunxes Uranus, the planet of the unexpected and the miraculous, and Venus in Taurus, the love planet in the sign that it rules, of physical sensuality and love. So Tuesday the 10th of March, you feel much more sociable and receptive to love. It's a great day for love. There isn't much room for miscommunication because of the Mercury direct. There's a lot of balance and energy with Venus, the love planet, being in Taurus, the sign that it rules, and the moon being in Libra, which is the other sign ruled by Venus. So we've got a day that's heavily influenced by the love goddess, the love planet, Venus. So love is the star of the day. If you're single, look for your star, your soulmate. If you're single and not looking, look for the star in your life, the thing that makes you go wondrous and you're in awe. Or if you're in a relationship already and he is your star or she is your star, then celebrate that and have a wonderful day. Even if you're working in the evening, do something fun. And if you're not in a loving relationship, then you can see that your star is not shining, and it will still become very clear to you. The full moon, I always say this, but it happens on the 9th, but it's not just this overnight thing. The moon is very organic, and it gradually builds up and waxes, and then it gradually wanes down. So I think the full moon has effects on the 8th, Sunday the 8th, definitely on Monday the 9th, but particularly as well the 10th of March, Tuesday. On Wednesday, the 11th of March, the moon in Libra sextiles Jupiter in Capricorn. So this sense of balance extends to the lucky planet in an earth sign. So connecting with yourself and other people results in positive, lucky circumstances arising. The Libra moon also connects with pretty much everything else in the chart. It squares Mars in Capricorn, Jupiter in Capricorn, and Pluto in Capricorn. So it's at odds with the boys, saying be ambitious, change everything, and create real authority. Instead, it makes friends with Mercury in Aquarius, Neptune in Pisces, and the Sun in Pisces by trining them and quincunxing them. So the moon in Pisces allows you to feel and dream and be insightful and spiritual, and you're able to, if you're a psychic or a psychic medium, you're really able to use your antennas and to get the right information now. You can really see what's going on for another person if that's what you do. Mercury in Aquarius gives you the ability to feel the emotion and to see the image if you're clairvoyant, or to just know something if you're claircognizant. It gives you the ability to articulate it either verbally or through writing. Neptune in Pisces, more imagination, more ability to connect with the other side. And the Sun in Pisces, your identity today is all about spirituality. So Wednesday the 11th, put your ideas into action and you'll have success today. I wish I could say more, but I would just make it complicated when it's not. So put your ideas into action and you'll have success today on Wednesday the 11th. On Thursday the 12th of March, the moon goes into Scorpio at 9:29 in the morning. The moon in Scorpio is much deeper. It wants to look at the emotional stuff. It also rules the root chakra. So it's focused on attraction and love in a magnetic, intense way. The Scorpio moon opposes, so it's 180 degrees away from Uranus, the chaos planet in Taurus, an earthy sign, and Venus, the planet of love and beauty, in the sign it rules, Taurus, also earthy and very sensual. It quincunxes Chiron in Aries, so it forms a relationship with the wounded healer in Aries. Thursday the 12th of March, it's time to uncover some hidden secrets, okay? Use this in a productive way. So things that are unspoken and that annoy you and that annoy everyone, things like, you know, the air conditioning in an office. There have been genuine wars over this. Offices and businesses have been destroyed because of the air conditioning. I've been in that situation where one person turns it down and the other person immediately turns it up, and then the other person turns it down again, and the other person gets up and turns it up. It's a nightmare. So if you know there's something like that going on in your working life or in your personal life, I would call that. I would bring it up, I would challenge it and say, this is ridiculous. Let's just agree on a temperature and be done. What I wouldn't recommend on Thursday the 12th is that you dig around in your own personal painful things from the past. It serves no purpose, and you may have a leaning towards doing that. Don't let anyone poison the well by listening to rumors or gossip today. They're only designed to unnerve you, and most of them are going to be untrue. And that's the thing with rumors. That's what's so unnerving, because you don't know if it's true or not. If you're someone on Thursday who really hears a lot of gossip and a lot of people, for some reason, you haven't seen them in weeks, but now they come and they spill and they dish on everyone, and you're like, oh, okay. So take that with a pinch of salt. On Friday, the 13th of March, the Scorpio moon forms a harmonious trine with Neptune, the water planet, in Pisces, and your solar plexus, the sun, in Pisces, so your identity and strength. So it's water all the way. You're creative, you're intuitive, you feel deeply, you feel the love. The moon also sextiles, so it's friends with Mars and Jupiter and Pluto in Capricorn. So all the male planets of drive, good luck. Jupiter could be both sexes, I feel, because it's good luck. Mars is definitely masculine in the sense that he's always depicted as the god of war. Pluto is transformation and change, and in Capricorn, the earthy sign of the worker, Friday means you're in a very similar place to Wednesday, which is marvelous. Wednesday was put your ideas into action and you'll have success today. Same here on Friday, the 13th of March. Put your thoughts into practice in some tangible way, and you will experience a great sense of fulfillment and joy when you have the end result. So basically, be productive. And that's what you're going to enjoy and be happy with on Friday the 13th. And Friday the 13th again, a lot of people still hold that superstition that Friday the 13th is a bad luck day. I totally disagree. I would even look at it as 1 and 3 and add them up to be 4. And 4 is stability and structure. And there's nothing wrong with stability and structure. On Saturday, the 14th of March, the moon goes into Sagittarius at 10 minutes past 11 in the morning. The Sagittarius moon then forms a harmonious quincunx with the love planet Venus in her sign of Taurus, and the planet of energy and the unexpected and the miraculous Uranus, which is in Taurus as well. And the moon trines the wounded healer Chiron in Aries. The sun in Pisces forms a relationship with the transformation planet Pluto in Capricorn. So on Saturday, the opportunity to reflect on past mistakes or errors and being in a similar position today where you can actually make things right, or you can remember the lessons you've been taught. So if you had many years you had woodworking lessons, and for some reason today you're on a coach trip and you stop at a woodworking factory, I don't know, then for example, and they all say you better make us a lovely bird, and then you can create a masterpiece because you have that experience. And also negative things that you've learnt in life. So like spreading rumors and gossip about other people can have really serious consequences. If you make an accusation against someone, then your family members or other people's family members are also impacted by that, and you're just you're just stirring the pot and making something more than what it is. And I think that's the time we're living in this week here, where things are just blown out of proportion. So I would really just focus on doing the best you can yourself on Saturday. And if you can amend things that have been wrong, then right those wrongs. And if you reacted in a way to something badly before, like if you're a 50-year-old woman and the new boss came in and he was 25 and you're like, screw this, I'm not going to be told what to do by a 25-year-old kid. And he's gone now and another one comes in. You've learned how not to treat him from the first time round. And you do it differently to get a different result. So the ball is in your court. You have the power today to mold things and to manifest them as you want them to be. You work with what you're given. We all do. We all work with what we're given, and then we mold that and shape it into something that we feel is aligned with us. So some people end up as pilots, some people end up as mountaineers, rock climbers. And this reflection is not painful, it's hopeful. Sagittarius is that inner flame, and the Virgo moon at the beginning of the week, on Sunday the 8th, and then still the energy, no, on Monday the 9th the full moon in Virgo happened, excuse me. But Sunday the 8th it was building up, then Tuesday the 10th you still had that really critical voice of Virgo saying this is wrong with you and this is wrong with you. And that doesn't feel very pleasant. On Saturday, you can look at those things with compassion and self-love, and it will serve some purpose, unlike Thursday where it doesn't serve any purpose. Finally, on Sunday, the 15th of March, we have the Sagittarius moon forming a square, so friction between these two now. Sagittarius moon squares Neptune in Pisces, the water planet of dreams, and it quincunxes, it forms a positive relationship with the love planet Venus in Taurus. So on Sunday you're very likely to just want to break today, or to look after your body and to enjoy the great outdoors. If you don't get into the countryside very much, or very often, or you live in a big city, just if you can afford it, take the train or drive out into the countryside alone or with your family or friends or whatever, and just enjoy nature. You'll really get a lot out of that. Venus is in Taurus. Physical touch you'll get a lot out of. Being intimate with someone you love, you'll really get a lot out of that. It's like the other person or the earth, whatever you're communicating with, is really tangible, it's sensual, you can feel it. So if you love the outdoors and woods in particular, go to the woods, take a walk. Or if you can, go to a special place in the world, or a special place in your town. I'm going to climb Glastonbury Tor on Sunday the 15th of March. It will invigorate you and replenish you with spirituality and with a sense of ease and being loved and feeling comfortable and feeling like everything's going to be fine. If you can't get out today, if you're housebound, then you can travel internally through yoga, meditation, astral projection, whatever it is you do. It's joyous, it's full of love, and you can really experience the other, something outside of yourself, telling you that it loves you. So whether that's a person or your spirit guide who you meet when you meditate suddenly comes in today and says, I love you, Moira, for being you, then listen to that voice, let yourself be loved, and that's the way to implement these changes that you discovered about yourself during the Virgo full moon. And now as March progresses, first of all, you had to get rid of that Virgo stuff, that criticism, and it had to heal a little bit. It's like, okay, these are my limitations, I get it. So you had to calm down a little bit. And now, on Saturday and Sunday, the 14th and 15th, you're now in an emotional space to take those insights and to actually deal with them. You've integrated them now. So Sunday is much easier, and it looks like you go into the next week, Monday the 16th, on a much more solid emotional footing. So that's what I get for you this week. Monday the 9th to Sunday the 15th. I hope you have a lovely week. Check out the video on the full moon in Virgo on Monday the 9th of March. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. You can order a reading with me there. It would be a pleasure to speak to you and to have a look at your charts and to do the cards for you. If you like this video, then please subscribe to the channel and share it online. I hope you have a great week, and I'll speak to you next week.